all of the fiat money in the world is depreciating. Some a little bit and some faster. And if you count all the fiat money and you calculate the depreciation that they have, it's a gigantic value.
Alrighty, so now let's roll over into portion 2 of today's video breakdown. Welcome back. Let's jump in. So we're going to kick it off here. And in this portion of today's video breakdown, we're going to be talking more so about the staking opportunities and the yield-bearing opportunities that we are going to be able to take on with our digital assets like XRP. As you guys saw in the previous video breakdown, we mentioned this post from XLR where they said the fabric of finance is changing. XRP is set to lead the charge, paving the way for banks and institutions to adopt the new financial system. Now, if you guys did not go and watch the previous video breakdown, part 1 of today's video, where we talked about lending opportunities coming into fruition on the XRPL and with the digital asset XRP, make sure that you guys go back and you do so. In today's portion, we're going to be more so fixated on staking and the utility that DeFi is going to bring to the XRPL and alleviate some of the sell pressure on the digital asset XRP. So starting here, I'm going to play a 10-second video clip where I said to you guys, and again, dates are important, okay? We said this to you guys on November 30th, 2024. I said, remember, DeFi brought utility to ETH. Notice how utility coins like XRP are performing very well this month. This is again back in November on the 30th in 2024. Have you looked at their DeFi developments? I said, they all have been cooking. Now, with each of these assets, we are starting to see lending, borrowing, staking, and even liquidity providing services. And we warned you all DeFi would be a new wave. Take a second and listen to this gentleman here.
DeFi actually brought utility to ETH, right? Now, if you're holding ETH, you can lend it, you can borrow, you can stake, you can do so many things years ago.
So now that you guys have heard that DeFi brought utility to ETH, think about it, right? Now, for the first time ever, we as XRP holders are being introduced to these staking opportunities, but there's still so many naysayers in the space that are saying things like, oh, I don't want to get involved in DeFi. Institutions aren't getting involved in DeFi. The space is not regulated. Actually, believe it or not, the space is a lot more regulated and secure than most people believe it to be. Let me show you.
I think one thing I've learned in my own regulatory journey is that, engagement with the industry is really important. And I think they've always said that clarity in the different regimes is something that they always looked for. So I think, we're talking about, are we there yet? I think in terms of clarity, I think given the IOSCO recommendations, MiCA, and most jurisdictions coming out with rules, I would say, I think I would score the clarity as quite a high on the scale. What do you guys think? In terms of clarity of our global rules in this space.
I think in terms of the key concepts, market integrity, managing conflicts of interest, transparency and disclosure, I think we have a fair bit of clarity and consistency.
I think, just to be on a positive note, I think DeFi security ecosystem got a lot safer. We graduated to the next level, so this is a good thing. So this is up-to-date top 10 list right up to November. So this is as recent as it gets. You may want to take a picture. So let's start with the good news. The price oracle manipulation, if you saw the previous slide, the losses were around $200 million. This year, we're only seeing 50. So you 4x reduce the number of losses to the ecosystem. At the same time, the instances of that attack vector also about halved. So that's great. What about the reward manipulation? Same story there. We've seen almost 10x reduction in the number of times protocols were hacked using this attack method, and about the same number of instances. So what's behind those numbers, though, is very interesting, is because the majority of loss comes from just a couple of really large hacks. The reality is that most of the hacks are to really small TVL value projects, around 100K each, meaning that most likely they're small enough that they didn't even go through the full audit.
See, these individuals, these market participants that have many more credentials than you and I are publicly telling you guys these things on stage. Both of those video clips that I just shared with you guys combined together have less than 200 views. There is a lack of education in this space because of all the things that have happened in the past. Let's just look back at 2022 and 2023, all the scams, all the fallouts, all the failures. It has distorted people's perspective on what is really taking place behind the scenes. The infrastructure is a lot more secure. Yes, albeit regulations are not firmly implemented into this space, but governmental entities and banks backed by governments are 110% participating in these staking opportunities, in these DeFi opportunities to earn yield on their digital assets. So before we get into these DeFi developments that are unfolding rapidly on the XRPL, let me show you guys that that is to be the case. So that way all the naysayers out there understand that we are at a tipping point. We are at an inflection point where all that whole jargon about this space not being regulated, that is an excuse to not participate in the space via lack of education. Again, you do not need to risk or expose your crypto in DeFi to get educated about DeFi developments and what opportunities you have. So that way, when you're comfortable deploying your digital assets, once you're educated enough, right, you can. Do you guys remember that I played a video clip months ago of an individual representative from a Swiss bank saying that they are integrating crypto into the back-end infrastructure?
So Matthias, from your perspective, how is it looking like for the traditional financial systems to be able to build this new infrastructure and integrate it well with the traditional setups?
Varus, of course, has an important part to play as well there. On the side of the banks, as we are quite fortunate, as I mentioned, many of the traditional banks are now already adopted cryptocurrencies into their core banking systems.
And now, fast forward to this report. This report says, Swiss government-owned bank introduces crypto staking. Swiss government-owned investment bank Post Finance AG is offering Ethereum staking to its users. The company opened its first crypto-related service in 2024, but it's implementing comprehensive plans to accelerate them. In a public statement, the bank cited rising pro-crypto attitudes in Switzerland and a post-Trump bull market to explain why it's deepening its investment. Post Finance AG, an investment bank controlled by the Swiss government, is expanding into Ethereum staking. Now, I'm not going to continue reading this further. I just wanted to physically show you guys proof that banks backed by governmental entities are heavily invested and looking to earn yield on their digital asset through staking solutions. So when I show you guys these opportunities that we now have as manual retail investors via XRP staking for the first time ever, you should not be one of those participants that's like, oh, that's not happening. This isn't real, The largest participants in this space backed by governmental entities are 110% fixating their attention on these opportunities. So why aren't you? We now have the opportunity as manual retail investors to be our own bank. So let's jump into this Doppler Finance. This was such a phenomenal read. And just to again show you guys, remember when we said that DeFi brought utility to ETH and that these opportunities on the XRPL, we're going to bring massive amounts of liquidity to the XRPL. We said this back to you guys on November 30th, 2024. And in a previous post in the video part 1 of this, we said to you guys that the TVL and the DeFi ecosystem on the XRPL was going to expand significantly back on July 15th, 2024. Okay, keep all of that in mind. Now, keep in mind that DeFi and these developments on the XRPL are going to alleviate some of the sell pressure on the XRP digital asset, and they're going to allow XRP holders to never have to sell their XRP. You're going to be able to lend, borrow, stake, and earn yield, passive rewards on your XRP. So it doesn't matter if XRP is $1. It doesn't matter if XRP is $1,000. You are never going to have to sell your XRP. And what does that mean? That means generational wealth. You can literally take your XRP, put it into the DeFi ecosystem, earn passive rewards and pay yourself, and then give your assets to your children. And your children can do the same thing. And you never have to sell one of the most valuable assets that our generation has ever come to know. Listen to these industry-leading experts tell you guys the same exact thing.
So we've been working on the EVM sidechain for almost 2 years now, and there are many reasons why do we need the EVM sidechain. I would say the first one is because we are opening the programmability doors on the XRP Ledger. XRP Ledger has not been able to be programmed. You cannot deploy smart contracts on the XRP Ledger. in his entire lifespan. And now we are opening the doors for that to be possible. So with the EVM sidechain, we are enabling the ability for anyone who's holding XRP to move the XRP on the EVM sidechain without putting sell pressure on the XRP. EVM sidechain without putting sell pressure on the XRP.
Ethereum has based on other ecosystems over the past few years. Right? Ethereum has a lot of very strong DeFi primitives, AMMs, lending protocols. It's not, I mean, it's clear that big money managers like BlackRock are tokenizing on the Ethereum blockchain, right? So the innovation there cannot be discounted. And by launching an EVM compatible chain that's specific to the XRPL ecosystem, this will allow XRP holders who don't want to take their XRP and go to another ecosystem, they don't want to sell it, to natively use all these innovations, right? So it.
Shout out to Paul Bear Network for that video clip, by the way. He had a panel discussion with the co-founder of XLR, which I thought was absolutely phenomenal to listen to, along with head of DeFi developments at Ripple, Jazzy Cooper. But again, that is coming from an industry-leading expert that literally, I mean, XLR just posted this just today. The fabric of finance is changing. XRP is set to lead the charge. And he just mentioned never having to sell your XRP. That perspective is not coming from us. That's coming from industry-leading experts in this space that are working on changing the very fabric of the financial system. Okay, so just take that into consideration as I read through this Doppler Finance post, because this is going to blow your mind. And again, this is not fully released yet. This is still, I believe, in beta phase. It's still in production. It is going to be released sometime this year. Introduction. Over the past decade, XRP has played a pioneering role in the blockchain industry alongside Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, and USDC, earning its place as a reliable and established asset. Despite having a strong foundation with over 140 billion in market cap and a community of more than 50 million holders, its payment-focused structure has limited its ability to build a robust on-chain ecosystem comparable to Ethereum or Solana. To overcome these limitations and unlock the potential of the XRP ledger, innovative and practical use cases are required. Today, Doppler Finance introduces the XRP-Fi Reboot strategy with a 4-phase roadmap to present new opportunities for the XRP ledger ecosystem. So let's talk about this. The early stage, building an integrated XRP-Fi infrastructure with intuitive UI and UX. The XRP ledger is known for its lightweight, simplicity, and security. However, the absence of smart contracts has hindered the implementation of conditional logic and interoperability with its existing infrastructure, often depending on individual projects' technical capabilities. To address these challenges, Doppler Finance aims to minimize the structural limitations of the XRP ledger and establish practical and standardized infrastructure to enhance user accessibility as the first phase of its XRP-Fi reboot strategy. Additionally, Doppler Finance plans to integrate with the Root network as a sidechain of the XRP ledger designed for ecosystem expansion. Moreover, Doppler Finance will support the XRPL EVM sidechain, which introduces smart contract capabilities to the XRP ledger. So let's talk about this. What is yield farming? So bootstrapping stages. Yield farming is a DeFi service where users deposit their cryptocurrency assets, i.e. XRP or the Root asset, into liquidity pools to earn rewards. Based on the assets deposited, users receive new tokens or additional interest as compensation. These mechanisms enhance DeFi ecosystems liquidity and offers additional earning opportunities. Why yield farming was challenging to implement on the XRP ledger. Yield farming on the XRP ledger has been challenging due to the absence of a revenue model for nodes and validators. Designed primarily for fast and efficient payments, the XRP ledger does not provide direct economic incentives for network operators involved in transaction validation and consensus processes. This structure contrasts with Ethereum's approach, where protocols like Compound implement yield farming through smart contracts, incentivizing liquidity providers and borrowers. Now yield farming comes to the XRPL with Doppler Finance's approach. Doppler Finance aims to overcome the limitations of the XRP ledger by collaborating with centralized decentralized finance platforms to provide users with stable and efficient yield farming and lending protocol experiences. By leveraging off-chain strategies, users can generate returns from their deposited XRP. Secure and scalable operations ensure the safety of users' assets while producing rewards. Doppler Finance plans to increase on-chain use cases for XRP by collaborating with other DeFi protocols, thereby generating yields that will be distributed to XRP depositors. Then we get into the GTM stage. What is LST, or liquid staking tokens? Liquid staking tokens are issued to represent staked assets in a blockchain network, enabling liquidity for staked assets. When users staked their XRP through Doppler Finance staking contracts, they received LSTs, or XXRP, in proportion to their staked assets. XXRP represents the staked XRP assets and can be freely traded or utilized in DeFi protocols. XXRP can be exchanged for XRP at any time, ensuring liquidity for staked assets. Users can use their LSTs, or their XXRP, to participate in DeFi ecosystems through liquidity provisions, where they can deposit LSTs into liquidity pools to earn trading fees and rewards. They can yield farm, participating in yield farming on various DeFi platforms with LSTs to earn additional rewards, and they can use LSTs and collateral to borrow assets or pursue new investments. And then we have the final stage. What is a multi-chain restaking? Multi-chain restaking is an innovative mechanism that extends liquidity of XRP beyond the XRP ledger to contribute to the security and growth of various blockchain ecosystems. This allows XRP holders to gain new earning opportunities while enhancing the security of multiple networks. Contributing to multi-chain security with liquidity, XRP is utilized to support validator nodes or consensus mechanisms in other blockchain networks, enhancing their security and promoting interoperability across chains. Users can deposit XRP into restaking pools, allocating assets to other blockchains for security contributions, rewards and native tokens of the allocated blockchains, a share of transaction fees, and bonus incentives from Doppler Finance. Through XRP reboot strategy, Doppler Finance seeks to realize a new vision for the XRP ledger ecosystem. Yield farming, LSTs, or liquid staking tokens, and the multi-chain restaking protocol are designed not just to add functionalities, but to transform the XRP ledger and open flexible ecosystems and access to all. This is going to be absolutely massive. By driving user participation, creating new opportunities within the ecosystem, and establishing XRP as a versatile and sustainable asset, Doppler Finance aims to unlock the full potential of the XRP ledger. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have been showing you guys for the longest time that all of this stuff is going to materialize over the next consecutive couple of months at a rapid pace. And we started talking about this back on July 15th, 2024, last year. So if you guys have enjoyed today's video breakdown along with part 1 of today's video breakdown, where if you did not watch that, go back and watch yesterday's upload. Make sure that you guys smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. We do appreciate the love and the support, showing you guys that all of this stuff is coming to the XRPL and for XRP holders at a rapid pace, where we are going to be able to utilize our XRP in the DeFi ecosystem like Ethereum holders have for the past consecutive couple of years and never have to sell our XRP. I'm extremely enthusiastic and excited about these opportunities. I've been accumulating XRP since 2017, and personally, I don't ever plan on selling my XRP. Maybe a small portion of it to, sell out of my initial investment, but I plan on holding about 80 to 85% of my XRP. Don't forget that if you guys want to learn about DeFi, you guys want to learn how we are deploying our digital assets in the DeFi ecosystem step by step, literally taking you from A to Z on how we are deploying thousands of dollars in this digital asset space to earn passive rewards, you guys can head over to CYPRXtrading.com. We would love to have you on the team in the private CYPRX Wealth 28 Club. If you guys want access to all of this back-end CYPRX research, we give all that to you guys in the private CYPRX Discord. The constant flow of information via the CYPRX researchers dropping gems daily is never ending. So make sure that you guys go check that out as well. With all of that in mind, be cognizant out there, be aware, and I'll see you guys in the next video breakdown.